I just woke up to this gem of a story. Thanks, Mike, for sharing it. And I thought, how can I not talk about this? I have to make a quick video about this. It's driving me crazy. I have talked about this before, this dog worshiper deception, their dishonesty. They will misrepresent the facts. The dog walkers torn to shreds by a psycho kangaroo that tried to disembowel her as she reveals the split-second decision that saved her life. Makes it sound like this kangaroo is completely psycho and attacked for no reason, right? Horrible kangaroos. Oh, they're awful animals. But then in small print, you see, she acknowledges her injuries are the fault of her and her dog for following it. Following it? This is not what happened. The dog did not follow the kangaroo. The dog chased the kangaroo. Big difference. Why can't they say that? Why can't they tell us exactly what happened? Why do they have to lie about it? They're not accurately disclosing the facts here. And you see this over and over and over again. Look out for it. It happens all the time. What happened is this idiot woman let her dog off leash in a place where there are signs stipulating that dogs must be leashed. And what happened? Predictably, the predatory animal, which is her dog, saw prey, the kangaroo, and chased it. And they don't say this. They say that the dog played with the kangaroo. Bullshit. What does play mean? I thought about this. I looked up the definition. It could possibly work if you're talking about the dog treating the kangaroo inconsiderately for its own amusement, but that's not what it was doing. It was acting on a predatory instinct. It was chasing what it saw as prey, and it was attacking the kangaroo, and the kangaroo defended itself justifiably. Do they talk about that? No. They talk about the poor woman. They're showing pictures of her awful injuries, and oh, she could have died. But she did feel bad as she sensed its panic throughout the entire ordeal and knows it was only trying to save itself. Yeah, duh. And that's good and great that she acknowledges that. But the focus is on her injuries. It's on the psycho kangaroo. The kangaroo is not psycho, all right? The kangaroo is doing what it does when it senses its life is in danger. It does what any animal would do. It's justifiably protecting itself. The kangaroo was not psycho, all right? The kangaroo felt threatened by a predator and the predator's owner, and it defended itself. And rightly so. I mean, where do they get off saying that the kangaroo was psycho? How do they get away with publishing this garbage? Somebody needs to call this out. This is deceptive. This is dishonest. And you will see this over and over and over again. Whenever there is a story in the news about a dog that harassed wildlife, they will always downplay it. They will paint the dog in a positive light, and they will portray the wild animal as psycho. This needs to stop, and it needs to be called out. This is so stupid, it drives me crazy. And what I want to know is, if the park stipulates that owners should not let their dogs off leash in the area, I mean, is there a law that they can enforce? They're saying that the kangaroos are protected. So where's the law? Or is it just a gentle warning, right? It needs to be a law. And this lady needs to be fined through the arse. I mean, her dog could have killed this poor kangaroo. But I bet it's just like everywhere else in the world where dogs are let off their leads by their owners and the owners face no consequences. I mean, they don't enforce leash laws. Where are leash laws enforced? All over the world, I hear from my viewers that leash laws are not being enforced. Why is that? I mean, I took my family out ice skating. I parked in a very busy parking lot because there was a hockey game going on. This is the only parking spot I could find, and look what was parked right beside us, right? Big fucking dog, unrestrained in the back of a pickup truck. This is illegal. Yet I see it every day. Not only once a day, I see it many times a day. My heart sank, and I just felt like, okay, my thought was, I'm going to take down the license plate number. I'm going to report this to the police. But whenever I have done so in the past, they treat me as though I'm wasting their time. They direct my calls to animal control, even though the website says, the BC whatever transportation website, I'm going to put the picture here for you. I can't remember what it's called. They say to call 911. If you see this as though it's an emergency, if you do actually do that, call 911. They treat you like you're a psycho for wasting their time. Now, this dog could have easily jumped out of the vehicle and attacked a child. All these children rushing out of a hockey game, making loud noises and sudden movements. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? And if my husband or myself were afraid of dogs, let's say we had a phobia, what were we to do? Right? A person with a phobia won't get out of their vehicle. Anyway, this is another topic, but I just thought I'd mention it because it also burned my ass and drove me crazy. How people are getting away with breaking laws. Australia, if you don't have a law in place at this particular park, you need to have one, and you need to enforce it so that kangaroos will not get injured or killed. These people have all this sympathy for dogs, but no sympathy for wildlife, and this is insane. That in itself is psycho. You want to talk about psycho? It's not the kangaroo, it's these dog worshippers that are psycho for being dishonest, for misrepresenting the facts, and for not having compassion for the kangaroo. Well, it says that she felt sorry for the kangaroo. Yeah, well, you know what? You should have thought of that before you let your dog off leash. Your dog, which is a predator, that has a bloodlust, that wants to kill prey because it's a predatory animal. You psycho should have realized that, but I guess not. I guess people are just so stupid because they're conditioned to believe their dogs are children and would never do something like this. Well, I'm here to tell you that they can and they will, and that we need to enforce laws so that this doesn't happen. Anyway, thanks for listening. And thanks, Mike, for sharing that. I hope you will share this, raise awareness. The future is dog-free, guys.